It is time.
So, Marcus, I know that you have a Phish tribute band called Gumbo. So, what made you decide to start, essentially going from being a Phish fan to playing their music in a professional manner? What made you decide to do that?
It's something I've always really wanted to do. And, just over the course of time, I was really wrapped up in other original music projects. And, over the last 5 years or so, I started doing, various, tribute acts, if you will, like Shred is Dead and Gumbo. And it just felt like the right time to start doing this music that I grew up with. And it's very much in my soul and in my ears and in my heart as well. And it just kind of came together with the right musicians to work with and the timing of, just kind of where I'm at right now. And yeah, it's just been really fun and diving deep into recreating full shows from the 90s. So that's kind of our thing, is we only do 90s Phish and replicate the entire set list from start to finish.
Oh, that's cool.
I love that.
Yeah, that's really
It's my favorite era of Phish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that
I
sounds.
was lucky enough to see my first show in '99. So
Where was that?
that was Rosemont Horizon, 10/3/99.
Nice.
Yeah, very
Those
cool.
with us. Sun Seals came out and Sugar Blue,
Yeah.
and it was pretty cool. Pretty great show. I remember it well.
All right. Well, I can't wait to hear your Phish tribute band Gumbo. So to celebrate, we're going to kick off the show by listening to some Phish. We're actually going to be listening to a live show live at the Alpine Valley Music Theater from August 14th, 2010. This is Gumbo right here on Galaxy Jams Reacts.
Alpine Valley is actually one of my hometown venues. I'm from Chicago, so
Oh, cool.
really
That's
cool.
cool.
I wish I've been there.
I think I was at this show.
But he just can't go around the next corner's a river. His feathers are trapped in a sling. He's been trashed by some gunslinger parrot.
They're playing it a little faster than usual.
There ain't no time to stash the gumbo or rattle around in a cage. The sacrifice jars made bubbles. The spindles everywhere it raged. In a hot sand, I rid of my feet. They blister and cake and free. Jezreel is guarding the toll board while angry he deals with me. There's a fool writing rumors on sandpaper. He's sending them off to himself. He gets them a couple days later. He'll put them along his top shelf. In a week you'll get tired of shavings and carve up a good hunk of wood. Remembering to check on the sausage. He's got cooking somewhere but good. There ain't no time to stash the gumbo or rattle around in a cage. The sacrifice jars made bubbles. His fiddle is everywhere in rage. In a hot sand, I render my feet. They blister and cake with debris. Jezreel is guarding the toll board while angry he fills with
Paige
I
taking
love
it away.
Oregon. Yeah, Oregon's
Yeah.
so good.
I love how this last chord is different right here in the solo, right there.
Yeah, that's cool.
Man, I absolutely love how Phish can really fire on all cylinders. I feel like you could listen to this 4 different times, and every time you listen to it, you focus on a different member, and you're going to get like an entire story just from doing that, right? And then you can even listen to it more and just listen to the interplay between, you know, the drums and the bass, or Trey and Paige. And that's one thing I really like about Phish, is just how tight they are individually and then cohesively as a unit, especially when they're doing a nice sing song like this one. What do you think, Kai?
I that organ took me by surprise. That was really, really good. Marcus, when was the first time you heard this song?
I must have heard this song back in like 96 or 7 from the Phish Alive One album, which has a really good version of Gumbo on it, and that's one of the first Phish live albums that I ever listened to.
Did they play it at that show in '99 that you went to?
I don't believe it was on the set list that night, but it was definitely in rotation in that time period a lot. And, you know, it's funny to hear it being played so fast, because usually they groove a little more, a little slower version. But, you know, I guess around this time they were kicking it up a notch, which was cool to hear too.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I know you're in that Phish cover band and a tribute band, excuse me. And what do you guys do to prepare yourselves to play a show, like to play a certain show?
Yeah, a lot of homework.
Yeah,
we all do our individual studying if we don't know the songs already that are in that show. And we like to, you know, I like to listen to the studio versions as well as the live version from that particular show to see what the differences really were and try and capture that. You know, it's something we try and really focus on is getting those little nuances from each show that makes it unique, you know, to those versions of the songs. We do a lot of homework outside of it and then come together and run the songs and, you know, kind of talk a lot about the show. When we're driving to the gig or something, or, you know, something like that, and go through the little nitty gritty things and kind of check each other and make sure we're all on the same page with what were the particulars for that show and make it happen.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so many different nuggets of greatness that's lost because they're playing so many shows and people only listen to it when they're, you know, digging through soundboards, right? And that's like a really, really niche group that's going in there and doing that. And so it's so awesome that you're able to tell these individual stories that were laid down that storied evening of, you know, whatever show that you're covering that time. And I think that it's a really, really unique and amazing idea. And I think it's something that I would be looking forward to listening to myself.
I'm looking forward to listening to this guy, Trey, rip off this lead here in just a minute. So why don't we get back into it, huh?
That's good.
There ain't no time to stash the gumbo or rattle around in a cage. The sacrifice jars made bubbles. Its fiddle is everywhere in range. In a hot sand,
I always love hearing this song in concert. It's such a fun song. It gets the crowd all up.
Oh, yeah.
There ain't no time to stash the gumbo or rattle around in a cage. Sacrifice jars made bubbles. Its fiddle is everywhere in range.
Such a cool idea to do a vocal jam in the middle of the song.
Oh, yeah.
Chesolee's guard at the toe while angry
Piano with the guitar solo. Solid. Really good.
Ooh, cool.
Love it. So good.
That was a cool transition.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really great arrangement. The whole song has a lot of different cool things happening. Like, it keeps it really interesting, and
Goes in like a cool ragtime.
Yeah, it's like
yeah.
honky tonk.
You hear it still slowing down. It's so good. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
All right, that's such a great song. I love that's what a great way to start off the show. Good Gumbo by Phish, you know.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So when you're doing the tribute band, like I know you had to like sit around and figure out like Trey's guitar tone. What did you do for that, and what is your setup like?
Well, since I've had that sound in my ear a lot over my whole life, pretty much, I kind of know the way to get it, and you know, it really starts in the way you articulate playing in that style. You know, it's really in the hands and the inflection that you put on each note has a lot to do with it. How you pick each note, his use of vibrato and bending and sliding, and everything in that department, I think, is the most important thing that I've had to focus on. And it really comes with having the music in your ear, you know, and knowing
Right.
how it sounds and working on that.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of gear, I've been very blessed and worked really hard to finally own a real Paul Languedoc guitar.
Oh, nice.
And so I'd say that's the next big thing in the tone is to have the actual guitar that Trey plays.
Wow.
You know, the fully hollow aspect of the guitar combined with the custom pickups that Paul designs, and he handcrafts each part of the instrument, you know, one piece at a time. It takes him a year to complete 12 guitars. So,
Wow. Yeah.
you know, so that has a big role in it, and I feel very connected to the guitar and can do it justice by playing it the way that I do. And then, you know, it goes down into the amplifier and pedal effects chain. It gets really nitty gritty from there. But I do a lot of the 99 kind of Fender Deluxe tone that he uses or used back then. And also the Mesa Boogie Mark III amp head that he was using before that. And then he switched to the Comet K60 amplifier. That was a train wreck kind of clone until he got the real train wreck now, which he plays. So I kind of decide on which amp I want to use for which show, and then my pedal effects chain is pretty extensive. It's emulating pretty much every sound that he was using in the 90s, even a couple from modern past 99 that I throw in every now and then, but it's mostly, you know, overdrives, you know, harmonizers, auto wah pedals,
a whole litany of tools.
It gets really nerdy and really deep like in the guitar world, and I could talk about it forever. But yeah, I've really honed that into one nice package, and I feel like I do a pretty good attempt at nailing that tone.
Well,
Wonderful.
thank you so much
Yeah.
for that insight, Marcus. We
Yes.
really appreciate that. Hi, this is Mike with Galaxy Jams Reacts. We hope that you enjoyed that React video. Be sure to check out the links below of when we're going to be live streaming our next show and also how to watch full episodes. Please hit that subscribe button. Every single one helps.